Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mengy. I've been challenged by a viewer named Duster87 to talk for 10 minutes straight, no cuts, no edits, bloopers and all, on the topic of what are my 5 favorite things about riding motorcycles, to me personally. So Duster87, challenge accepted. No! What the? Where am I? I'm not where I thought I was. I think this gravel road ends here. I'm turning around. Let's just get off this road. Oh lordy, good start to the video. As I was saying, Duster87, your challenge is accepted. Alright, the 5 things I like most about riding a motorcycle. For 10 minutes straight, no cuts, no edits, all bloopers, whatever. The time right now is 3:21. 10 minutes later will be 3:22, 3:32, 3:31. So let's go to 3:32. We'll go a minute over. Let's see, 3:21. Yep. Starting now. So, the first thing I like about riding a motorcycle, reason number 1, is that I enjoy it immensely, I guess. Let's lead off with that one. I find riding a motorcycle very, very fun. I always have, even when I had a dirt bike, when I was in grade school. I found it so much fun that I got my license when I turned 16 and started riding on the road, and I've been riding on the road ever since. And I would say the biggest reason why I've been riding for 34 years is because I enjoy it. Now, reason number 2, let's see, the next, I don't think these will be in any particular order, but I'll pick 5. Reason 2, let's go with the feeling of freedom. Riding a motorcycle definitely brings with it a feeling of freedom that you don't get driving in cars. Not even close, not even convertibles. It's not the same thing. When you're on a motorcycle, riding, you're outdoors, you're exposed to the elements. And that's both good and bad, because you get caught in the rain. I've ridden in all kinds of weather. Lots of rain. I've ridden in hail. I've ridden in snow and sleet. I've ridden through thunderstorms. I've ridden across the plains of Nevada with red death lightning coming down. Like literally, my Road Glide at the time had a weather station setting on the radio. We used to turn that on, and it was calling out deadly lightning, seek shelter immediately. We're out riding in the middle of desert, wide open, trying to get to the next town 30 miles on the horizon, and you can see the lights 30 miles away as you're riding towards it. You get 2 directions, forward or backwards. That was fun, but you don't get those kind of feelings in cars. You don't get that kind of experience. And more than just exposed to the weather, just exposed to the air and the world around you on a motorcycle. You feel like you're doing something outdoorsy. You notice a lot more when you're on the back of a bike. as compared to a car. You see more, you're more aware of things, you're more in tune with the surroundings around you. That's all what I would consider under the term freedom. Yeah, that'd be number 2. For number 3, let's go with a more economical reason, which matters to me, being a frugal person: gas mileage. Motorcycles get good gas mileage. Most of them do. If you haven't really worked over and hopped up with a super fast engine and stuff, yeah, you can have bikes that are gas guzzlers, but for example, this Goldwing here gets about 42-45 miles to the gallon on average. If I'm riding highways and cruising, it could actually do better than that. I think when we went down to Maggie Valley the one time on this, I averaged a little over 50 miles to the gallon, which is awesome. Plus, this Goldwing runs on 87 octane, so not only are you getting great gas mileage, you're getting great gas mileage on cheap gas. When you have that available to you, suddenly long road trips become very economical. You know, my brother has a pickup truck. He hauls it side by side around state to state going off-roading. Pickup trucks get lousy gas mileage. But he also has a Harley Street Glide, so he can directly compare his bike cost per mile ratio against his truck cost per mile ratio. And the difference is huge. So yeah, reason number 3, I'll say gas mileage. The 4th reason why I like riding motorcycles so much, let's see. Well, cheaper cost of maintenance with regards to cars, for sure. Tires are cheaper. There's less moving parts, less things to break down, less things to fix. Now, some cars are very reliable, but on average, from a mile per dollar maintenance ratio, motorcycles are pretty much always more economical than cars are. I know people over the years that have used motorcycles as their only source of transportation because of that very reason. It saves them money. It's cheaper to ride a bike than it is to drive a car. You know, even getting inspections done or your title renewed is cheaper on a motorcycle than it is on a car. Insurance is generally cheaper on a motorcycle than it is on a car. If you buy a used motorcycle, even the cost will be a lot cheaper than buying a car. So in general, motorcycles are just very economical forms of transportation. Now I need a 5th reason. I had them written down. I tried to memorize them. And now that I have to think about it while I'm riding, I can't pause the video because this is all with no cuts and no edits. I remember what it was. Reason number 5. The motorcycle community. The motorcycle brotherhood. It's actually a big reason why I love riding motorcycles. Because for the most part, if you're out on the bike and you come across someone else out on their bike, you're instant friends. You see a biker pulled over, you pull over to help them out on your bike, you're instant friends. If you go somewhere on the bike and there's a gathering of other bikers, or you're going to a biker event, for the most part, 99% of the time, all your interactions with other motorcycle riders are friendly, courteous, and just overall pleasant. There's a feeling of understanding between motorcyclists, I would say, on the road. And you see that in, you know, the motorcycle wave. If you ride motorcycles, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't ride motorcycles, bikers have this tradition of waving to each other on the road when they pass each other. Kind of like Jeep owners. Jeeps do it too. At least they used to. I don't know if they still do or not. I haven't owned a Jeep in many years now. But at one time the Jeep wave was a thing. Bike wave is very similar. Well, it's exactly the same thing. Now, even when I was riding Harleys, I waved to all bikes I passed. I just, you know, I don't care if you're riding a Honda or a Suzuki or a moped or a Grom. I don't care what you're riding. If you're on two wheels, I'm waving to you. Actually, I wave to people on three wheels too. The Can-Am Spiders and Trikes. If you're on a motorcycle type vehicle, I'm waving to you. For the most part, other bikers do too. You do see some people, I guess you could say they're brand snobs. You know, that exists, but it's minor. It's not a majority at all. It's very minor. You see it more in Harley riders, and I know people who ride Harleys who don't wave to non-Harleys. And that's fine. That's their choice. But again, that's rare. That's not typical. The large majority of bikers are friendly to one another. And that's very nice. It's great to be able to go somewhere on the motorcycle, pull up among a whole bunch of other bikes that you never, you know, people you never met before, total strangers. But because you're on a motorcycle, you're part of the club. You're a friend. You're part of the brotherhood. It's just the way it is. It's the way it's always been from my point of view, for as long as I've been riding, all 34 years. So yeah, that camaraderie is a big reason why I like to ride motorcycles too. It's even more a thing on Harleys because, you know, the Harley culture is, you know, it exists, you know. There is this thing among Harley riders where part of the Harley owners group and all that stuff. But as, you know, more recently in modern times, I guess, that's becoming less and less of a thing. Less and less of a distinction, I would say. Today, most riders are brand agnostic. So that was hilarious timing. My GoPro battery died right as my clock hit 3:33, which is a little over the 10-minute mark. So I'm not sure exactly where it cut off. I'm sure I was talking mid-sentence when it did, but there you go. There you have it.
And there you have it.
5 reasons why I personally ride motorcycle. So, for Duster 87, challenge completed. Feel free to list your own reasons for riding a motorcycle down in the comments below. Or, if you want to critique my reasons, also feel free to do so in the comments below. That's all I have for this motovlog. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked it, hit the like button. please, if you want to see more of my channel in the future, hit subscribe. Hope you're all staying safe. Keep your helmet in the wind. Take care, and see you next time.